What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Ranger shotgun and whether or not it's the best shotgun in Fortnite, if it's the new meta. If you guys do enjoy this video or find it helpful, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below which shotgun is your favorite now that the Ranger shotgun has been out for a day or so. Since the two game modes are so different, normal Fortnite and zero build, this video is actually going to be split into two parts because I think differently about this shotgun in the different modes. So there will be timestamps down in the description if you only care about zero builds or you only care about normals. That way you could just skip to that point in the video and watch that if that's the only game mode that you end up playing. I just feel like the two game modes play so differently and the effectiveness of this shotgun varies differently in the two different game modes. If you guys also want to see this gameplay, I stream live on Twitch. All of the gameplay in today's video is going to be taken from my Twitch stream. There will be a link down in the description to that as well if you want to follow me on there. So we're going to start off with normal Fortnite or Fortnite with building because that is like the core like normal Fortnite mode. And I actually prefer the striker pump over the Ranger in normal Fortnite modes. The Ranger is not bad. It's not like it's the worst option by far, and it's probably my second favorite choice for building modes. But with how chaotic build fights or box fights can be, having to worry about reloading the shotgun all the time, I feel like I just am constantly more worried about reloading the shotgun than I am building or holding a wall or like making an edit play. And that like really messes me up. I feel like I just end up building worse or missing piece control opportunities that I could get, or maybe like messing up edits because I'm more worried about reloading the shotgun than anything else. And yeah, it just gets rough. Like if you're playing height on somebody with a striker pump, you can shoot and then build like Tfue jump, catch yourself with floors. If they're trying to contest height, you can shoot them and then keep cranking. With the Ranger shotgun, you kind of have to choose between reloading your shotgun and being able to shoot again or potentially losing height. And same thing goes with like piece control opportunities and box fights. I just feel like the pump is so much more simple and so much more reliable in the building modes. And it's not even necessarily like the Ranger shotgun does more damage. A lot of people think it does because it does do a lot of damage, and the striker pump can be somewhat inconsistent. But the striker pump actually does more damage. It's just that you have to hit a perfect shot with the striker pump, which is unlikely. The Ranger shotgun does more body shot damage. It doesn't have a very high headshot multiplier, and it doesn't benefit much from headshots. I think the common one is 109 body shot or 134 headshot. So it's like not that different either way. So if you have good aim with a striker pump, in a lot of situations, you're going to be doing similar or more damage. And then you also have the ability to like play fights out the way you want. You don't have to reload between every shot. Like I said, the Ranger shotgun does have good things about it. The range is really nice. It hits hard. Off spawn, it's really good. I think I would rather use this than the auto shotgun or the drum shotgun. But playing a build fight versus a decent player with this weapon, or playing a box fight versus a decent player with this weapon, is really scuffed. And a lot of people just get in Chapter 3. Like they just key you really hard with the SMGs or the drum shotgun. And when you're using a shotgun that only has one bullet in the mag and then you have to reload, I feel like dealing with somebody W-keying you is much more difficult with the Ranger shotgun than the striker pump. Like if somebody was trying to get in my box and they end up getting in, I might pump them and then put a stairs, and then while they're breaking the stairs, I would line up my next shot and then pump them again as my stairs breaks, and then switch to my sub and maybe finish the fight. And you can't do that with the Ranger shotgun because it's unlikely you would be able to reload it before they break the ramp. And then same goes with like a cone. If there's a cone in my box, I could pump somebody, edit the cone into a stairs, and then reset the cone and pump them again. Just another thing you can't do with the Ranger shotgun because of the reload. It just feels really limited to me in the core modes, even though it is good. It does have upside, don't get me wrong. And when it works, it's going to feel really, really good. But I just feel like for a majority of build fights, I play better with the striker pump because I'm able to focus more on building and not as much on reloading my gun. Same goes with box fights and like getting good piece control opportunities on people with the striker pump. And then also, it's just better at dealing with chaotic fights. And I think that's why the striker pump is better than the Ranger shotgun in modes with building, even though the Ranger is good. And it does have its moments, and it's really satisfying when you kill people with it because of how nice it is. I feel like you have more options during a fight, and you can focus more on making plays and less about like making sure your gun is reloaded in normal builds with the striker pump. And I just find myself in a lot of situations using the Ranger, and then like if I die or just I'm in fights and I just wish I had the pump, you know what I mean? Like every time I'm in a fight with the Ranger, I wish I had the striker pump, and I feel like that goes to show that like I do personally think the striker pump is better. Like just naturally I think that way. And even today it's kind of struggling a bit when I first started playing, and then I just stopped using the Ranger completely, and I won like 7 out of 10 games in solos. So I just take the Ranger or the Ranger is not as good in normals because of how limited you are. But when it comes to the zero build mode, I think the Ranger shotgun is actually really good and potentially the best shotgun in the game now. It's really going to depend on your playstyle and aim, but it's easier to play around the reload mechanic in zero builds because of how simple the game mode is. There's just less going on. And a lot of fights, you end up just playing around cover and the opponent's playing around cover and you guys are kind of like peeking back and forth at each other. And the Ranger shotgun excels at that. Like you can just tag people, go behind cover again, reload, peek again, tag them or jump, do whatever you got to do. It's so much easier to play around cover and kind of bait people around and play around the reload animation. And a lot of people are using the drum shotgun and the auto shotgun in the zero build mode because traditionally I do think those were the best shotguns in zero builds. But the range on those shotguns is not very good. And the striker pump has more range, but it didn't have so much more range and such consistent damage to where you could really punish the drum shotgun and the auto shotgun's bad range. But with the Ranger shotgun, you hit really good several tiles away, and you can really punish the range of the drum shotgun and the auto shotgun just by backing up oftentimes. It feels so much more viable in zero builds to me because of how simple the fights are, and a lot of people are using those really limited range shotguns, and you can punish their limited range essentially. It's harder to play off the range in normals because people can just build and they can close the gap really easily. And that's why shotguns have always been the most dominant weapon in Fortnite, is because of how easy it is to close the gap with builds. But in zero builds, people do not have that advantage. If someone's pushing you, they're going to have to just walk up to you or like zigzag with cover, and you can oftentimes get several shots in on them with the Ranger shotgun and do a good amount of damage, even at like somewhat medium range, what you would consider not shotgun range. The Ranger shotgun still hits really hard, and when you ADS, the pellet spread is really, really minimal. So you're going to get really consistent damage over range with the shotgun, and I think that is where the shotgun excels, is in the zero build mode. But you have to be like really slippery and really smart around how you play around cover. The drum shotgun is still really good, and if somebody just like shockwaves onto you or barrel stuffs you with the drum shotty, there's not really going to be much that you can do to them with the Ranger shotgun. But if you hit your shots and play decently around cover, I think if you have a more methodical playstyle, the Ranger shotgun is a really good choice for the zero build mode. And even with the overshield, it's only going to take 2 or 3 shots for you to get the kill, and it's really easy to just throw those out there if you're like jiggle peeking cover before the opponent even really knows what happens. You hit them once or twice and like they're basically dead at that point. So yeah, I never liked the strike. It's weird because I always preferred the higher fire rate shotguns in the zero build mode, but it was mainly because the striker couldn't deliver like 100 plus damage every shot. But the Ranger shotgun is guaranteed 100 damage to the body unless you're like really far away. So you can just throw out body shots with the Ranger. You don't even necessarily have to go for headshots like I was saying earlier. You just throw out body shots and you're going to hit 100 every time, and that really hurts like the opponent down quick. That's going to be a maximum of 3 shots it'll ever take to kill, and that's assuming the opponent is at perfect HP. If you fry them with the AR a little bit and then you get in close with the shotgun, like you're going to be able to kill people oftentimes in one shot, and there's not really much they're going to be able to do against it if you push them, like if you already have early damage in the fight or if they're already not full HP. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Like I said, it's counterintuitive because we thought that the high RPM shotguns were key in zero build, but it's just mainly because of the consistency of this weapon and how much range it actually has. It's those two things. It has really consistent damage and really far range, like double or triple the other shotguns, so you can really punish them by just backing up and playing around cover well, and oftentimes they're not even going to be able to get shots on you. If you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Like I said, comment down below what you think of these shotguns. I could see it going either way. I think a lot of people seem to be liking it in the zero build mode, but for builds, I think a lot of people also like it, but I just really do not enjoy using the weapon in build fights, and I just feel so much more comfortable trapping people and making edit plays with the striker pump. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm interested to see what your guys' thoughts on the shotgun are. Thanks for watching.